What is up, everybody? Escape211 here, and because you asked for it, we're going to be doing a new segment where I try out some new free-to-play friendly games. Not just any free-to-play game. I want to try some that are free-to-play friendly, where you don't have to have buco bucks to spend and play it. One that everyone can enjoy. So we're going to call this Free-to-Play Friday, and I'm going to try to, on somewhat regular basis on Fridays, feature a game that I've been playing or that I enjoy or that I know is free-to-play friendly. All right, so we're going to start with this one. This is Marvel Snap. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. You've probably seen a million ads for it, and you're probably sick of it. But if you haven't played it, then you won't understand how awesome it is for being a free-to-play game. This is what we call a CCG. If you don't know those, that stands for card collecting game. And if you've heard of other card collecting games like Magic the Gathering or the Pokemon games, or even a digital one like Hearthstone, then you have an idea of what those are like. Most of those have packs you have to buy, usually with real money, and then just hope that you get the cards you want that you can build decks with. I actually used to play Hearthstone a lot. It was a really fun game. I actually liked it, but I just couldn't keep up with it, man. Every single time a new expansion would drop, most people had to spend at least 50 bucks to get a bunch of packs and then be able to build a new deck with all the new stuff. I wasn't gonna do that. That's just too much for me, especially just for a casual game that I was playing. But I did love a lot of things about that game, and what's really cool is that the creative guy on that, his name was Ben Brode, and he is now actually the creative guy on this game, Marvel Snap, which is really kind of neat. So you could definitely see some elements of how fun the other game was and the polish that was connected or is still connected to Hearthstone that you can feel in this game. So I really do like that, and of course it's the Marvel franchise, so if you like that, you'll probably enjoy this stuff. But anyway, let's kind of talk about different things about the game and what I like about it. So first of all, obviously this has a ton of cards, just like any card collecting game would, okay? But it's one where you will earn all of the cards that you need to play. All right, you can do cool things with getting extra art or cosmetic stuff, but when it comes to actually getting the cards, everyone earns them from their collection level as they play. All right, it is not something where you get these cards from spending money. You can to progress faster, but not anything that really makes a huge difference. All right, I really think spending money in this game is unnecessary and minimal. And why would you spend on a game to get cards if you're already gonna get them when you play anyway? And so you're just not gonna play the game and you're gonna get cards. Who are you? All right, anyway, but the idea here is just that you play the game and you get these cards, and you try to level up your cards, really is what you do after each match. But it's not really like leveling up, it's leveling up the visual. So like, for example, here I got Nightcrawler. You can see he's got all these cool looking effects on him, and he's got like this orange border because he's like a legendary status right now. But he started out as a card like Sunspot here, where he just had a gray border, the card's flat, doesn't really do anything. And then it'll get like a green border like Elektra has here, and then you'll get like a 3D border like Hawkeye has, where it does cool stuff with the background and the image. Then it can be animated like this one is and does extra stuff. You get the idea. And all of these things are just about visually updating the card. It doesn't affect the card's playability or what it does in the game whatsoever, but it changes it visually. And as you change these cards visually, you will up your collection level. And as you up collection level, you will get new cards. So the idea is just that you play the game, you're able to boost up the visual on your cards as you play the game, and boosting up the visual ups your collection level. Upping your collection level gets new cards. All right, that's really the progression system of this game. But all of that is done through just playing the game. You don't need to do any buying or anything crazy. I actually have like 3,000 gold. That's like the premium currency in the game. I don't really know what to spend it on. Like, I have it. I mean, if you've known me and you played Mech Arena, if you had 3,000 coins, that'll be gone like that. All right, it's like you could spend it right away. For this game, like when you go in the store, you can buy like variants of certain cards so that you can get extra art, but it's not anything that is required. It's largely cosmetic. You can use some of those resources to speed up your progression or buy a season pass. I bought the season pass just to throw them a few bucks, but it's not necessary. All the new cards that you would get in the season pass, you earn for free too. So everything is earnable for free, and that's the really crazy thing. In terms of the gameplay itself, we'll play some of that right now, actually, and I'll go to the first deck that I started with. This deck is not very good, and there's lots of other strategies and different things you can do in this game, but we'll go with it just so you can see some of the basic cards you get when you first start with the game. All right. It queues up matches pretty fast, which is really nice. All right, so, not the greatest hand. I got a 1-drop that I can play right away, but okay, there's a 2-drop. And you'll see these different locations in the middle, these hexes. That's where you put cards to play in the match. And you want to win these locations, at least 2 of them, to win the game. So if you look at each of these, this one says on turn 5, all cards must be played here. Each location, and it reveals per turn, each location has a certain effect on it that will sometimes be positive, sometimes be negative, or just neutral, or do other kind of crazy stuff. So you want to try to take advantage of those kind of things. I'm going to put Quicksilver, I think, in the middle here, just to drop him somewhere. Oh, and he dropped something in the middle. Let's see what he's got. Oh, no, he got Electra. Electra will destroy other 1-cost cards. So good play by them to drop it, but it was only 1. Not a big deal that we lost. Oh, and this will be nice as my counter here. This 2-drop, if I play it in the middle, it gets +2 power. So actually becomes a 2/4, which makes it pretty strong. So we'll see what our... oh, actually, it says the cards are not revealed here until the end of the game. Oh, that's all right. It is still a good drop for the 2/4 to put in that spot. All right, so I'm going to hit end turn. And my opponent played a card there too. Let's see what this... Oh, cards here have +1 power. Okay, that's nice. We're going to drop him here just to get the added 1 power. And this guy, once I drop him on reveal, that means as soon as this card flips over, it will add a copy of this card, the Sentinel, to my hand. So we'll play that there, and we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to try to play after that Jessica Jones in the same spot. When you reveal on her, she will turn into 4/8 if I don't play another card with her. So it can be very effective. I am surprised they played a Wolfsbane on this location. That was a really weird play. Wolfsbane is all about like putting a bunch of cards there, dropping her on it, and then getting extra stuff from it. So I don't know why they did that. I'm going to play Jessica Jones over here, because next turn I have to play on this one. It's making me on turn 5. So we're going to put Jessica Jones over here, which is nice because if I don't put a card with her next turn, she'll get 4 extra power. So she'll be a 8 power. So that'll be really good. All right, so we'll play that just like that. He really wants that center area, so we'll let him have that one. If he wants to overplay into that, that's fine. So now I have to play on this location, and we'll drop the Abomination. That's my strongest one to drop on turn 5 here. Oh, they're dropping a lot of cards over there, surprisingly. All right. I see. Oh, that was smart. They have a couple of those. So they got the lead on that one. Smart play, for sure. All right. So it seems like they're going to give me the center, but this is the last turn. So he already put everything he can into this spot. You'll notice that there's 4 cards there. He can't put any more there, and he only has a single 1-drop there. So I am going to put something there. If I put this... No, I don't want to put it there. This will even the same as him, but I'm not going to win it. So I want to make sure I win it. We're going to put that there, and then I'm going to put one here. So as long as I have more power on this one, I should be able to hold that. So we'll drop our stronger one on there. And he hasn't put anything on this other location. So as long as I can get these 2 locations, we should be able to win. But we'll see. I might not. I might lose this one. You never know. Okay. That's the only thing they're playing? All right. That's fine for me, because I'm going to get this one, and I definitely have that one. So we got the win, even with this early game deck. All right. Very nice. He's going to play those cards, but it's not going to matter any... Oh, except that might... Oh, no! Oh, he got us in the end. I was not expecting that. Hey, good play. Oh, no, wait, we got the center. We still got the win. I thought he had more energy in the center there, but hey, all right, we'll take that. Gosh, won it with 1 card in the center. All right, so even if we didn't win, though, this is the cool thing about this. There's always a collect rewards button on the bottom, and you will get 7 visual boosters of whatever card you were playing with. It'll pick a random card, so that's the only kind of like gotcha thing here. But it's not important because, like, as long as you keep playing, you'll just get you know, extra boosters for it. So you usually get 7. I only have 15 of 20, so I need 5 more, and then this guy will level up to like the epic level. And then once he levels up, it'll boost my collection level, and I'll get more cards that way. So you can kind of get the idea of how this works. Oh, it actually looks like I have a version of Quicksilver here. Oh yeah, I have a different version of Quicksilver, so I can actually boost this one. I got enough to boost it, so we'll do that, so you can see what this looks like. So when he goes blue, it turns 3D, which is cool looking, and then we'll go over, it'll show you my collection level goes up a couple times, and on this one, I get extra credit. So boom, all right. Once I go up a little more, I'll get more boosters, I'll unlock more cards. There's just like all this stuff that happens in the collection, but it just happens from playing the game. And here's the crazy thing, guys, like I also, even in this game, if you look at my different decks, I have a, what I call a trash deck, all right? This is a whole bunch of junk cards that I put in here because they're just cards that need to level up. Like they're gray cards that I just want to level up to get like epic or whatever, so it boosts my collection level. Even when I lose matches with this, I still get booster cards for these crappy cards, and, you know, level them up. So win or lose with this game, you still are able to boost your collection, you're still able to get cards, and it's really just about playing the game. There is no need to spend, there isn't even necessarily a need to win. You just got to play the game and you will just get more cards and level up your cards. So it's crazy simple. I really appreciate that element about it. As far as a, like, you know, drop for a game, it's really good as a start. The only thing that worries me is I don't know what their overall goal is. What are they going to do to monetize things? What are they going to do to change things long term? Even though it's globally released, they may do a lot of other things later on down the road that are a little more difficult to swallow. I will say that during beta, I wasn't in beta, but during beta, they actually talked about having a, you know, more pay model structured into the game when they were doing like season pass releases type stuff. And the community like hated it. Like everybody was outspoken about how they hated it, how terrible it was, and they ditched it. They did away with it. And I was, you know, when I heard that, I was like, okay, so they clearly listen to their community. They clearly are trying to hear what they want, you know, so they're going to be careful, I think, about how they structure pay models, if they even add them in. All right. I imagine they're going to have a lot of things they change, because right now there's just a quick queue method. I mean, you get matched with somebody in like 5 seconds, so it does it super fast, which is nice. But, you know, that's really cool. But having other methods where you can play against your friends, you know, you don't even have a friends list right now, but being able to play against people, being able to play with people, having like a campaign mode, other kind of modes of play, tournament play, gauntlet, all that kind of stuff seems like it would make sense to do. But it's just nothing that's added into the game. But I mean, I'm sure they're going to be adding that kind of stuff. This game to me has been really successful on release. I don't know many people who have been doing it or making videos on it or talked about it that has not agreed on the idea that this is probably one of the most free-to-play friendly card collecting games they have ever played. So that's why we picked it for this one for this week. So I highly recommend you try it out if you're into this style of game, or if you're into the Marvel Universe stuff. It is on Apple and Android right now. You can get it from the store, and I think they also have a PC client in Steam. So any one of those methods you can play. And if you do, feel free to let me know in the comments below how you liked it. And if you enjoyed the idea of this free-to-play friendly Friday thing, I, you know, would love to hear your comments as well. Other games you'd like me to try, you can comment below, or you can send me a DM on Discord as well, just to let me know some other stuff to try, and we'll see how it goes. If it fits the idea of being free-to-play friendly, I'll definitely consider it. So I hope that was fun, and I hope this is, you know, something you guys enjoy and I can continue to do. And hey, depending on how you guys like it, maybe some of this stuff can get shuffled into regular content or into another channel or something like that. But you know, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield.